Youth ministry can be incredibly rewarding, and it can also be incredibly challenging, especially if you're new to it. Questions abound, but answers often don't. What kind of paperwork do I need to take my students on a retreat? How do I handle this particular crisis in the life of one of my students? How do I keep from burning out? As helpful as how-to books on ministry are, they almost always lack the specificity to help us address the particular social, cultural, and personal variables that make our ministry context what it is. And this can leave us feeling even more unprepared than before. And that is exactly why we created the Rooted Mentorship Program. The Rooted Mentorship Program for youth workers is 15 months long, and each month you meet with a small cohort of other new youth ministers and an experienced youth pastor who mentors you for the entirety of the program. You get to pray together, talk through the curriculum, process your lives, and discuss your ministries. Additionally, you participate in a one-on-one coaching call each month with your mentor to discuss the pressing issues of your particular ministry.
3 things I have most appreciated about the Rooted Mentorship Program have been the mentor, the cohort, and the content. In a mentor, I have somebody I can turn to who is seasoned in the world of youth ministry, who may not have the right answer for me, but can be such a helpful sounding board in terms of the experience they have and helping me navigate the things I'm navigating. With the cohort, there's just such an enjoyable process of not being in it alone. There are these other guys that I get to meet with every month who are trying to navigate the same things I am, asking the same questions. There's just such an enjoyable learning process to be doing alongside other people. And then the content is so helpful just to have somebody taking that extra step to curate the topics and the content that I ought to be thinking about as somebody working in youth ministry. So just the regular flow of somebody putting in front of me the things I ought to be reading, listening to, engaging with is so helpful to equip me in my job to be doing my job.
I think one of the best parts of the Rooted Mentorship Program was the fact that it wasn't just a one-on-one mentorship, but it was actually a cohort. And I think the fact that we were able to get to bounce ideas off of one another really helped me personally, because it helped broaden my own view and my own perspective on what being a youth pastor was, of what being in youth ministry was. And not only that, but I felt very understood, I felt very heard, I felt very seen by the fact that we all understood the struggles of youth ministry as well as the blessings of youth ministry. So overall, I think the best part of the Rooted Mentorship Program was the fact that it was a cohort and that we were able to do all of these things together.
Just wanted to share a little about my experience with Rooted. The mentorship cohort has been super helpful. I transitioned from a career in law to ministry and didn't really know what I was doing. So it was helpful to have a group of people to share ideas with, to share successes and failures with, and get some good coaching as well. So I've been really grateful for my cohort in this first year of ministry. Thanks.
The Rooted Mentorship Program is built to foster both competence and community, and it's meant to open the door for you to wise counsel and loving, listening ears. All in all, it's what we at Rooted wish we would have had when we were starting out in youth ministry. For more information, visit www.rootedministry.com/mentorship.